Hey Krafty Friends, it's Jen from Katahdin Krafts and welcome back to the Cottage Cutz YouTube channel. The winner of the holiday fence from my last video is Bobbi Justice. Congratulations, Bobbi. I will have the information listed below in the description for you to collect your die. You have until my next video comes out on December 7th to claim that holiday fence. And this week, you have the opportunity to win the North Pole Santa. You just have to comment and like below in order to be entered into that drawing. For my project this week, I decided to do another 8x8 layout. I have really enjoyed my scrapbooking that I've been doing again, and I had this picture hanging out on my refrigerator. And when I saw the North Pole Santa die, I thought this would be a perfect pairing because Santa is in the photo. Plus, they have that cute little snowman that has the date on it in the corner of the photo. So I thought that that was the perfect embellishment to go on that page. All right, when I'm going to Copic marker color, the first thing that I do is take Copic marker friendly paper, cardstock, and put my double-sided sticker paper on that. And then I run those through my die cut machine. And that keeps all of these little pieces together for me so that I'm not losing them. They're all right there, and then I can color them and assemble the dies. And I'm also using the Merry Christmas phrase with tree for my title today. And as you can see, after I cut that, I just kept the traditional Christmas colors of green and red. I thought that that would go well with the photo that I had. So I kept those traditional colors and I colored my images. And now I'm using a very fine tip pen. And when you die cut these, they have impressions where the eyes are on this particular set, which is really nice. So you have those indents that you can perfectly color in to get those eye marks, and then as well as the letters that I'm filling in on the sign, the North Pole, the toy shop, and Santa Claus. So all those are indented right into the paper, or depressed into the paper, so you can fill those in perfectly. Now that I have all my coloring done, I'm going to start assembling my dies, my images. And what I always do is use the package that it comes with because it's a really good guide in order to put all these little pieces together. So I just keep that package right next to me as I'm assembling my cute little images for reference. And that one just kind of flung away on me. Did you see that? It hopped right out of my hands. And I like to use either tweezers or a piercing tool when I'm assembling all these little pieces. My fingers just don't want to do the job without them, and it helps to move them around, especially because I'm using the sticker paper, so I can use that pointed tip in order to move the little pieces around to get to the spot that I exactly want it. So I find that that's helpful. And you can see that it's even helpful to get it off of the paper. And this is the best part to me in all of this process, is putting together all these little pieces and seeing it come together. It's just so satisfying. Look at that little hat that's on that bird. So absolutely adorable. And I love the little snow drifts that are on all the little pieces. Just absolutely love these dies. Always, all these little just I talk about this every week, and I'm sorry if I sound redundant, but I just love all the details that these dies have to offer. I'm very detail oriented anyway, so having these have all these little extra things just make it extra. It just makes it that much more special. I love them. And as I was assembling these this time, I also noticed, or I thought about the fact that you really get a lot of good dimension with these dies as well because of all the pieces. You're just kind of stacking those up on top of each other like that stitched heart right there. And that really just makes it pop right off the page. Now I had missed those eyes on that cute little bird, so I just had to go back in with that thin tipped multi-liner pen and fix that up. Now we need to add some twinkle into their eyes. So I'm going to go ahead and use a white gel pen and just add a few dots to all of those eyes, and that just gives those little characters a little bit of life. And now it's time to put together this cute little Santa Claus. And I don't know about all of you, but here in northern Maine, we are actually getting our first snowstorm. Yeah, we've been really spoiled this year. It's been quite warm, which is very unusual for up here. We still have green grass. Well, actually, not any longer. Now it's white grass. But anyway, so I'm just feeling the holiday spirit a little bit today. So doing this page is perfect timing. And going back to when I was talking about the layering and the dimension that you get with the dies, the Santa is what really made me think about that. When you added the beard and then the mustache and then his little nose, really brings that whole face forward, giving that dimensional look and really making him pop. I love that. And when I was coloring it, I just used a very soft tonal gray color to add some color to his beard so it wasn't just that stark white. And I love that he has the little patch and those buttons on his trousers. I just, again, love all the little details because they just make these absolutely stunning. After I get all of my die images assembled, I am going to put together my page, and I am doing my frame 8x8 with that green, and then I'm using a pattern cardstock that I had in my stash pattern paper, and that is 7 3/4 by 7 3/4. And now this photo that I had was a 4x6. It had a little bit of background that I didn't want in there, so I just trimmed that up a little bit and I put a larger frame on that because I like that paper and I thought it gave it a really fun whimsical look to it. So I wanted to make sure that I had a pretty decent border around that, and it's also has a little shine in that green on that paper, little it's foil, which I liked. And then I just had this strip of paper that I thought would add again some fun to this layout with the candies on there because of being with Santa Claus and Mrs. Claus. I thought that would just again make it fun. So now I'm just going to play around with how I want my page assembled, and then I'm going to color my Merry Christmas in green that matches my little snowman's patch, and that Merry Christmas will be the title of my page. And here it is all assembled. I had a lot of fun again crafting with you this week and doing another scrapbook page. I love that these dies are versatile and can be used on layouts as well. And remember, if you like and comment below, you will be entered into the giveaway for this North Pole Santa die, which is part of the Christmas 2 release. Make sure you go to the online shop, which will be listed below for you to check out all of those 36 images. Also listed below is the link to the blog. Now, Cottage Cutz has a blog that they put daily inspiration on, so make sure you check that out. And I really appreciate you crafting with me today. Thank you, and I will see you again in a couple of weeks. Happy crafting!